Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in and check out your boy, P Funk, out here in my lab, and I'm in the book. I'm about to pull the bot gun out. I got to bring it out. I got to do this. This says meditation the, in the Bible. Let's get this thing started. I'm about to have. Oh, I got artillery like no tomorrow for this lesson. Let's rock. Rightism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's always going to be a message in my stories for life. I give life lessons. You tune in and receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinkers' way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get that together. So I asked the question, do you know you? When I'm through, that's what I do. It's rhetorical. But if you don't have the answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. Don't be them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. But you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know spiritually sleep. I can awaken them. I'm your spiritual alarm clock, here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself and to my eye be true. Right thinkers, P-Funk philosophy on meditation in the Bible. Who knew? I didn't. I've, I've never heard of Christian say meditation. So again, who knew? I didn't. So I'm about to learn something. And normally I go in the blind. No, I didn't go in the blind with this one. That's what I said. I got my guns loaded. The bot guns ready for the truth. Let's see if we can decipher some of this biblical concept that y'all really missed. Swing and a miss. Let's go. Bottom of the knife. You up. Your religious theology is up to bat. Can you bring it home? Can you bring that running run home with knowledge and understanding? Or you going to swing and a miss because you believed or you thought something other than it was? In Thessalonians 4:17, the verse states, and I'm reading from the Bible again. I feel like a preacher. All I need now is the pulpit, and I'll be ready to rock. And after this, y'all might want to start calling me master or pastor, minister, right? Watch this. After that, we who are still alive. I don't know what he talking after, so I'm just going on with the flow. So y'all might know that. You Bible thumpers, this is y'all stuff, so I don't know it like that. So I'm telling you right now, I'm starting from here with verses. After that, we who are still alive and are left will what? Will be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air. I know you Bible thumpers, and I'm about to put, I got the gun out right now. For you Bible thumpers, if you think that's literal, it ain't nowhere in the world you can think that's literal or take it literally. Pay attention. This imagery is rich in symbolism. Again, if you're going to learn symbology and understand the esoteric teacher, get the meaning, get the understanding so you can get knowledge. Watch this. The symbolic meaning where the clouds represents what? The unseen realm of consciousness. That's our higher state of consciousness from my philosophy, but this one, just as y'all, and I get it, I understand it again. And when, watch this, but it's often referred to come on now, metaphorically. That means it ain't real, it ain't literal. As what? The heavens. We call heaven, we got a name for that, new. I know who heaven is, okay? Heaven is between Newt's legs. And that's where we come from. And everybody been trying to get back ever since. Y'all looking for the portal. Y'all looking for the wormhole. It's between a woman's leg. When we come out, that's it. We're going back in, trying to go back. Philosophically, again, metaphorically. But literally, you can't be born twice, okay? But you can kill off the old you and bring on a new you. That's called transformation. The caterpillar don't die. It just transforms. Physical body dies. The spirit transforms to either another body or it's becoming conscious. It go back home to its maker. This is all philosophical concept and esoteric teachers that if you understood it, you can do better for yourself. But this is all symbolism and is echoed in your experience of what? Your biblical figures. Starting with your boy Moses. Moses was doing what? Moses who ascended. Ascended where? Into the clouds. What the hell? Oh, excuse me. He went up to Mount Sinai. Okay, that's the story. That's the physical part. What's the symbolism behind it? Do you know? No. I just know Moses went up, got 10 commandments from God, talked to the burning bush. That's story. Not literal. Y'all hear the story and y'all gonna make it. It don't fit that way. It's all symbolism. Excuse me, get to the lesson. I'm about to get off course here. Sorry about that. But that's what I'm saying. Y'all misinterpreted. Watch this. It said Moses who ascended into the cloud. Did Moses go in the clouds? He must have, because he got no grave site, so he must have ascended up cloud with the rest of them guys who went to heaven and met with God in the clouds. What the hell is that? But now, if you symbolically, metaphorically break it down with a good story, which I did, but they really missed the meaning. Okay? Let me say that to you. The symbolism behind it, Moses going up high, he becoming conscious, he's waking up to what? His higher self. So he meets with who? God. That's what God is, in your higher self. That's what they're saying. Y'all don't get that? Why you come up with that? Oh, what the hell? How you don't come up with? Oh, sorry. I have a little advanced, more understanding. So, but it's saying something that you need to really understand. Y'all don't. It's obvious. You don't. It's obvious to me. Y'all don't know what the hell y'all talking about. This ascent, this concept into what? The clouds is just a signifier that your spiritual journey into your higher divine consciousness. I know that from my philosophy. That's right thinking. Again, boy, I'm losing it. Yeah, I want. Give me the bad pulpit. Y'all don't understand it. Y'all ain't breaking it down for the people to understand the damn lessons you got that you supposed to have. His consciousness, his divine consciousness, meaning he departure from what? His ordinary lower level perception into what? A sacred connection with divine. He went to meditation mode. God damn. Sorry, but I wrote it down right here. Calm down. I'm too amped up. Wow. I studied. I read ahead for this one. I didn't want to go in the blind with this one. I didn't want to come in. No, I got full understand why. As a student, I became a student to study this page right here. And as a student, I carry my highlighter to highlight the stuff that I think is important, that I want to remember and refer to. This is the whole page. Okay? This is the whole page. Meditation. Y'all ain't saying that word. Y'all ain't saying the word. I'm putting it in there so I can tell you, what the hell? Why just say he went and meditated? He found himself. He became Buddha. No, y'all want to play the game. He talked to a burning bush. He got 10 commandments. All storytelling. Good story, but if you're missing the damn plot of the story, if the story ain't understood, he spoke in parables. He wants you to think, golly, Jesus Christ. Calm down. But Moses' ascent wasn't physical. It was mental. He went into meditation mode. Come on, man. He went into the raised his conscious level. But that ain't what y'all said in the Bible. That ain't what y'all portraying in the story. Why not? Oh, I just came up with that. That's just, maybe it's just me. All right, I see things a little different. All right, my bad. I can get back to the lesson and do it their way. The air, again, we doing symbolism. So, I'm a symbologist. The air in this symbol, this passage, further represents an elevated state of consciousness. You're raising your conscious level one that transcends what? The physical and the material world, just as air is invisible and exists above the earth, so too does what? Your higher state of consciousness. It exists beyond the physical, the visible, and the tangible. Spirit is not to be seen. We can't see air. God damn it, but we breathe it, and without it, we die. Same thing with the spirit. No spirit, no life. So we understood it symbolically, and we broke it down. The Egyptians did it best. That's what I'm just saying. Right now, I'm listening to his, and I ain't got a problem with it, but y'all missed the boat on this, and ain't got nothing to do with me. It is a realm where what? Where one is no longer tethered to what? The distractions and the negative thoughts of what? This physical and material world. But instead, they're focused inward. Hello, now you go. Dive deep inside yourself, you'll find something. And by doing that, you're now aligning yourself with what? Your divine essence. I say know thyself. We call it Nihas. They said align yourself, whatever you want to call it, discover. But it's telling you need to. I'm pointing out. I get it. Yeah, I get that. You see me do it all the time. But it's signifying here. Okay? Symbolically, it's saying up higher. Okay. But in this elevated state of consciousness, now your mind is learning how to be what? Quiet. For what? He told you, still yourself so that you can know what? I'm God. I'm in you. I'm with you. Hello? He's with me all the time. Yeah. You say some good stuff. Y'all pick out what y'all like, what you understand and interpret, and ride that. I'm going page by page, mistakenly through this book. I'm not picking and choosing what I'm reading to you, what I'm giving to you. I'm going page by page. So, yeah, that's teaching. I'm a master teacher. I'm a symbologist. I can break it down and understand it and interpret it and give it to you. I don't know what your preachers or pastors are doing, but the mind learns to be quiet through meditation, okay? And your spirit is now attuned to what? The presence of God. I tell you all the time, meditate is communion with God. And again, I wrote down, he was meditating. These are the four elements that y'all go through, okay? And this is the cloud with God. All this, I'm gonna break that down for you, but that's not my philosophy. Okay, I got 5 elements. Y'all ain't got but 4. Moving on, I get to that in a minute, but let's talk about Moses was a meditator. I done heard a whole bunch of services about Moses, and not every time they said he meditated. He went up on the mountain. He saw the burning bush. He took off his because he's a holy ground. Oh, yeah. But let's get the inner meaning of that. That's the top layer. That's the bullshit. Okay, that's what for y'all, the kids. That's the kiddie stuff. Let's get to the real deal. What was Moses doing up on Mount Sinai? Talking to break it down so they can get the concept. Y'all didn't do that. Y'all left him hanging. Y'all think Moses went up and came down with 2 tablets with commandments on it. And my man broke it down. Mel Brooks, he had 15. He broke it down. Well, I got 10. They clown the religious concept. I don't have a problem with religion. I know the purpose, understand. But the people who get y'all, they proof. They don't give a damn about what you believe. They get facts. So again, my man Degrassi, he beat y'all over the head. He give y'all the business. All right, but what's this? We talking about the meditation in the Bible, and everything I'm seeing or reading tells me Moses was meditating. They don't say that. I haven't heard nobody say Moses meditated. But if you go over to India, Moses would be a Buddha. What? One who woke up. He communicated with God. That's the wake up. We all can do that. Y'all just pick one person. You got Jesus, you got Moses. Stop that. Tell everybody. Let it be for everybody. Lottie-dottie. Give everybody the same shot. But no, y'all don't want to do that. Y'all want to manipulate, control, and BS people. Oh, y'all the chosen one. You're chosen. That's what I get annoyed with. The BS part. Not the belief system, but the other part that goes with that. Because it ain't all about that. Thus, the meeting of the Lord in the air. What that mean? We die and go to heaven. No, that's what y'all say. I'm hearing that. I don't see it that way, but y'all saying that. I don't know what that means. But what's this? Symbolism, the symbolic concept from it, I understand, it symbolizes what? You reaching a state of mental evolution where one transcends his earthly or her earthly concerns and they enter into a direct communion with the divine through daily meditation. That's my philosophy. Y'all saying the right stuff, but you ain't putting it where they can implement, they can use it. Tell them to meditate. It is a place of inner engineering or inner spiritual alchemy, however you want to call it, but it's the inner fulfillment of what God tell you in the Bible, still yourself. It's that inner stillness that you communicate with God through. That's what he's telling you. And y'all missed the boat on that one. And it's heightened awareness of oneself. Why? Where you, the individual, you now become in tune to what? The unseen reality. We call it spiritual essence. We call it spirit, force, God, whatever. But you got to become one with it and become conscious of it. That's where the learning process come in at. Studying. What? To show thyself approved. You need to know. And this profound connection through what? Daily meditation, communion with God will allow you a more deeper understanding and a experience of a lifetime with what? God's presence. When you feel and recognize God's presence in you, you should be changed. That's called an epiphany. It should change your life. Awakening should change your life. When you down and out on your luck and something that happens for you that change, you're going to be loyal to that. God is in you. Be loyal to him. That's who does it. And it goes beyond. God's presence goes beyond what your human limitations of what? The physical body. Greater in me that is in the world. That's God. And I'm not a Bible thumper, but that's how I interpret that. I ain't got a problem with it. It ain't my philosophy, but I understand it. Again, and in essence, let's go. This consciousness, meaning mental thinking, you got to be doing this. It symbolizes by the clouds and the air. Again, I point upward for that reason. Every time we see God, he's up in the cloud. How about this? The cover of the damn book. Okay, hello. There you go. Okay, all seeing, all knowing. I carry it with me. Why? This means I'm conscious. That's what it means. Oh, he got the eye so-and-so. You don't know what he's talking about. Again, if you ask me, I'll tell you. But you got your own assessment. You make your own assessment. Masons. My mother-in-law, I never forget. She said, "You a Mason?" "Yeah, I'm a Mason, Master Mason. Worship Master my life, blah, blah, blah. I'm strutting my stuff." She said, all I hear about the Masons, they like to get drunk and sleep with each other's wives. Now, I'm married to her daughter at that time, my second wife. And she's a church-going person. She answers the phone, praise the Lord. She one of them, holy rollers, okay? But you get her on Friday night, she's gambling with the rest of them. Again, you can't serve two masters. You can't claim to be this and you doing that. That means you perpetrating a fraud. If what they say don't match what they do, don't trust them. Love her, but she was a hypocrite. Simple as that. I didn't call her out on it because that wasn't my thing, but I see you. Like my man Cat Wilson said, you do know I can see you, right? On Sunday, you are pretty proper. But on Friday, you around there with everybody. You flinging money, you taking money. All in the name of the Lord. Again, I got to get that out. So, again, where we at, Johnny? I lost my place. Okay. Okay. God is represented by the clouds in the air. Okay. Air. 4 elements. Air represents the mind. Okay, let's walk through this right quick. Fire represents the spirit in the heart. Water represents the emotion, your feelings. The earth is the body. That's the 4 elements. In this 4 elements, where's heaven? That's the cloud that y'all claim, but that's, I guess, again, this is their philosophy. So now, there is no divine presence in the air. I thought you said air represents, okay, but it's no air in the sky. Well, I come from sky represent Newt, but the air symbolizes the mind. Okay, now we get into the symbolism behind it. Do all biblical people know that? Do everybody that's universal across the board that air represents the mind? Okay, and we must elevate our consciousness. I never heard a Christian use that word. And beyond the physical realm to be able to connect. I use meditating with God to connect with the essence of the divine. I don't know how y'all do it, but that's what Moses did. From my understanding, he went and got connected with God through what? Meditation. Hello? How does God just hang out on the top of the mountains, just wait for people to just walk up and take up the sound because you're on holy ground and bird, talk to everybody? Really? Y'all made that little, and that's the picture that's in y'all mind. I saw the movie Sesame the Mill. Y'all got the ocean part and people walking through, animals and kids walking through by the water we see. Jesus Christ. And this is y'all vision, and this is what y'all believe. That makes no sense. Again, I don't do the belief system for that purpose. Y'all like to pick and choose. It's all mythological, allegorical, astrological stories to educate, and I got a problem with that. That's the purpose, to get you to God. But they're means. I got other means. If that way gets you to God, meet me there. Why? Because I got a way. That's all. Moving on. I don't knock yours. I just got mine. And you rather not mine because it ain't your way. I don't do that. Moving on. Why? Me knowing what I know, I ain't got to care about what you know or don't know or believe or don't believe. It mean nothing to me. Moving on. And you ain't the one that's blessing me, so you got no say so. You got no nickel in that dime between me and God. 5 is mine and 5 is his. In Corinthians, 1 Corinthians 15:50, the Apostle Paul. Now, my pastor called me Paul. In the ministry, the right thing of philosophy, he calls it the ministry. Why? Because I'm teaching, philosophizing, and giving information that you should follow and use. Okay, well, call me Paul. Again, that's what I'm doing. So I ain't got a problem with that. I just ain't doing it biblically. He respects and understands that. So what's this? He declared to you, he said, I declare to you, brothers and sisters, okay, that flesh and blood cannot enter in the kingdom of God. Stop right there. I agree 100% with what he's saying. Why? Because my philosophy says the same thing. This got to die. Oh, everybody want to go to heaven, but nobody want to die. If your fear of losing this physical body is what runs you, you ain't ready. Why? You won't get to heaven. But you still worrying about this. That ain't where it's at. Okay? So, and that's what he's saying. He said, I tell you all the time, I take you from the neck up. Why? What I need from you is up here, not down there. Okay? So, again, different philosophy, concept the same. This profound statement. What's so profound about this? And again, how about this? If y'all claiming that the physical body can't go to heaven, how could Jesus' physical body sit at the right hand of the Father? Literally. If y'all want to make it literal, okay, now y'all got Jesus, you got God sitting on the throne in heaven. Big white guy, yeah, on the cloud, whatever. But you got Jesus sitting on the right hand in physical form. And they white, damn it! Everything y'all do is white. Just want to make sure you know who you're talking to. I ain't forgot that part, okay? The Bible is a black book. Why y'all got a white Jesus? I ain't going there. Moving on. White Paul. All the apostles in the Bible was black. God is black. Y'all changed. Y'all took our God. Y'all took God's son and whitewashed him. And now everything in Egypt is pretty much light, white, down there bright. Why? Because y'all want to make that concept that that's us. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. Moving on. Let me get out of there. All right. Oh, Lord, let me wrap this up. I'm almost done. I got to give you a break because I see the time. But that's this. But this profound statement, it really highlights what? A crucial spiritual truth, that the Bible ain't literal, of your low state of consciousness, aka ignorance. And that is incompatible with what? The divine realm. That's why God don't mess with y'all. I hear people ask me, well, God was so good, why he got bombs, why he got people like, those people made those decisions for themselves. When you end up, that's called karma. Life is karma. You get back what you put out. Good people don't end up like that. Why? They do good things, they get rewarded for that. Bad people end up in them bad situations that they did themselves. So don't blame God for that. Don't bring God in your nonsense. Y'all go to gambler. God, oh Lord. Oh, God ain't got, stop that. Okay, I go to Atlantic City and I just laugh. I laugh my ass off. Why? Y'all think God out here? I'm here and I don't want to be here. Why? I just laugh at y'all. This is the devil's domain, and y'all just loving it, just loving it. Y'all loving that the way I love my spiritual concept. Okay, so we two different people. We're not compatible. We're not going to do the same way. So understand that. But the passage, what he said, it signifies to me that our physical bodies, which I already know, is bound to earth, limited by the physical concept, and cannot facilitate a genuine connection with what? God. God don't give a damn about the body. It's what's inside that counts. Instead, it is imperative that we elevate what our minds, again, right thinkers, we elevate our mind and now awaken our spiritual essence that dies within us, that lies within us, dormant, waiting to be awakened through what? Meditation and righteous living. That's my philosophy. I just want to make sure you know it. Because we have a concept to do just that. And the purpose is the same. They say you got to put the work in spiritually to think and then put it to use by manifesting and living it. And this gives you access to what? Your higher state of being. God! My goal is to get you there. That's all right thinking philosophy is about, to get you to God. I'm using this philosophy again to help you do the same thing. I ain't changing my philosophy. I'm just giving somebody else's and they're telling you the same thing. The truly connection with the divine is only made through meditation. Christ told you that. I am the way, the only way to the Father. And that means what? Still yourself and know that the kingdom of heaven is in you. Know that I am God and he dwells within you. We must be able to become conscious enough to transcend the confines of our five senses. The physical body talks to the brain through physical. Spirit talks to the brain directly, telepathically. Good mothers. This often requires a conscious effort on your part to be able to quiet your mind and relieve yourself from the distraction of the physical world by what? Sitting still, getting comfortable, and going to the meditative state. That's where God dwells in man. And you engaging, there you go, in daily meditation. That's the most powerful practice that will allow us to silence our thoughts and turn inward, fostering a deeper communion with the divine self. This ain't even my books. I got a stack of books. I got a whole book on meditation. Okay? Trust me. This is a concept that mirrors mine in a lot of ways, but different in other ways. But it's the same thing. The goal is the same. That's what I'm trying to get you to see and understand. I'm teaching some other philosophy to get you to understand. It don't make a difference what philosophy, the idea that you use it and benefit from it. I don't care how I get it to you. Moving on, wrap it up, take it home. Yeah, I see. Don't make a difference to me. This is teaching, and I don't put a time limit straight on that. I'm wrap it up for you, though. I'm home now. We're right here. Last concept. And by nurturing, aka right thinking, your spiritual awareness, daily meditation, and rising your consciousness by living and exercising and getting better, you can now and you will align yourself more closely with who? The kingdom of God, which what lies within. And that's enabling you a profound transformation. My goal is to get you from not knowing yourself to knowing yourself. That's the transformation. The caterpillar don't know itself as a caterpillar. But once it's going to the cocoon, it changes its transformation. It comes about, oh, it knows who it is. It's a butterfly. Gotta use that analogy because it's hard to misunderstand that. So that's what I'm trying to use it. I keep it as a standard. But yeah, I always use that one. Okay, but the concept again, when you align yourself more closely, that's the cocoon of the kingdom of God. Now you are able, and it's a profound change. Means you going from one state to another. I call it spiritual alchemy. My man called it inner engineering, whatever you call it. But you got to have the transformation. That means change from one thing to another, from lead to gold, from invaluable to valuable, from a rough answer to a perfect answer. Whatever you want to call, whatever you use, whatever esoteric, symbolizing, symbolical concept you have the story to tell, I don't care. But You got to know it, understand it, so that you can use it. Giving you a weapon, not showing how to use it, means nothing. All right, I'm teaching how to use this weapon right here. Wrapping it up. And by this profound transformation, changing to what? Know thyself. Now that transcends your limitations as a human or your physical existence. You raise above your lower nature. That's a philosophical concept from my right thinking philosophy, but this is here, meditation in the Bible, and I've never heard that word mentioned in the Bible, meditation. So when it said meditating in the Bible, I had to do some homework. So I read ahead and got my concepts so I can come at it the way I did. I didn't want to be little or disrespected, but I understand it. And it has this proper concept. The people who reading this stuff is the problem. It ain't the word, it ain't the word. No, it's the people who misunderstanding it. I don't want a bunch of ignorant right thinkers who don't understand what I'm trying to present to them. That makes no sense. That don't serve nobody. So hope you enjoyed the lesson. Right thinking, my goal was to show you meditation is even in the Bible. Okay, this thing here, okay, the most sophisticated machinery known to man, and it don't come with instructions, just instructors. I'm one of them. Hope I'm doing my job. Let me know the breakdown in the comments. I always appreciate it. But right thinkers, in closing, may you all let it be 100, me, 100 miles a day. So I know none of my right thinkers who now know that meditation in the Bible, I didn't know that, it passed away. I'll be right back.